How many surfers? You guys know who Taylor Steele is? They're shooting a little video for Taylor Steele's next video out here, so why don't you guys go a little crazy on this song.
Give him the finger.
Yeah, give him the finger.
I think Greg Browning was friends with those guys and gave him a tape of our early stuff. And Taylor was just starting getting videos out and pretty much had his own style and knew what he wanted to do. And I guess he liked the music well enough to put it on there. And we pretty much owe everything to Taylor in that regard, because just the fact that his videos are so popular worldwide. Anywhere there's surfers, people know Taylor and his videos. So you could tell, like, we'd go to Europe and there'd be smaller crowds, but anywhere where there's surfers, we'd have a lot more fans.
You know, when we used our music for the soundtrack, and we were, you know, totally stoked because we all surfed and stuff. And he did it, and like pretty much everything changed, right? And after the release of that video, things changed a lot. I think in the whole, for punk rock on the whole, like, I think that video was pretty key in bringing punk rock to the surfing world worldwide. So it was pretty important. And it was like I was saying in an interview earlier, like, all the surfing stuff used to be, you know, pretty mellow, folk music, reggae, like Jerry Lopez getting barreled a pipe or something, you know, just chilling, and it was pretty mellow. Like, surfers were considered like mellow, you know, pot smokers, whatever. And you know, with the whole new breed, with like Machado and Slater and everybody that was getting, you know, really aggressive in their style, he matched the soundtrack to the surfing. And like, obviously everybody that saw it was like, this is perfect. You know, when you're watching somebody surf like that and you're listening to fast hardcore music, Bad Religion or something, or Pennywise or whatever, it just went hand in hand. And I think, you know, I remember like telling Epitaph, hey, we want to do an ad for Surfer and surfing for our new album. Like, Brett was like, you're out of your mind, what are you talking about? You know, we're like, we're going to do it if we have to pay for it ourselves. He's like, no surfer's going to buy your record. We're like, watch. And, you know, it became, I mean, I think Momentum's probably responsible for a lot of our success in Australia, because it turned the whole Australian surf culture onto punk rock, just everywhere. So he's done a lot to promote a lot of bands and a lot of really great surfers. So it's all good. Society. A song about just, you know, society, basically just running people through the meat grinder and spitting them out, you know, the way they want them to be.
We just wanted to do a video that really hit home. We didn't care if it, you know, no one's going to play that video. We sent it to MTV and they sent us back a list this long of why we can't play this video. You know, there's people getting shot in the head, and there's, you know, it's just ultra violent the whole way through. But that was the point we wanted to make, that, you know, it was just all different examples throughout, you know, from beginning to end, you know, whether it was World War II or gang violence. And so it probably took like a couple weeks, you know, total work time. But, you know, it's definitely the video I'm most proud of. You know, I think it captured exactly what we wanted to say with the video. You know, and I think it's a lot better when a video add something to the song instead of it just being, hey, look at us dance around up here. You know, for our band, that's not really what we're into. Obviously, we're not the Backstreet Boys or remotely good looking. So
crazy. I remember the one Florida, I don't even know which tour it was, but it was so out of control. Like, we basically just told every night at the club, like, just send security home, because, like, you guys aren't going to be making any rules. And it was just so, we just traveled Florida in a 15-passenger van, and it was really fun. We had a really good time. And, you know, that time in Australia that you're talking about, Pete and Taylor were asleep on bunk beds, and I was pretty hammered. I came in, and I set up, what did I do? Yeah, it was bunk bed. So I set up my bed, I put my mattress on the floor, I think, next to the bunk bed, and I set up the camera in the kitchen, and I pushed the bed over while they were sleeping, you know. Rookie flew, just missed the landing point that I had made, and just slammed his head on the wall. It was pretty bad. He had a really big bump, and he was pretty bummed. He started throwing up and stuff immediately.
pay to play with Fletcher.
Everyone was calling me names the next day saying I was a bully. But you know, there's been a lot of good times. I mean, that's what our band is about having a good time and having fun doing what we do. And I think Taylor's pretty much the same way, and it all just turns into a big party. I mean,
shit, you guys are going off. This is like better than a regular gig.
Come on out of the dorms, we're having a good time over here.
it's been good. It's been really fun.